3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive reading. This tarot card reading for Reginae Carter. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Spirit, what is it that you want to share moving in love and light for Reginae Carter? Thank you, Spirit. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, all right. So there is an energy of Reginae feeling like she's just in this place where people are like barking up the wrong tree. Not now. A lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. There's still this energy that she feels like she's been attacked or that people don't see things kind of through her lens. There is some spiritual protection around her, and this has to do with someone who was loyal to her, who she once saw as loyal, or who she was loyal to as well. So Spirit is also acknowledging like this energy, this idea, this concept is very boring. It's monotony, small-mindedness. She needs to branch out and move on. Novelty is needed, but there is something that is blocking her from moving on. It's obscuring her ability to focus on the here and the now. There's still some energy on focusing on the past, and she needs to get into the present. This is stopping her from her purpose, herself, her truth, her house, her body, and it's also stopping her from her strength. Her ancestors and the trees are in the back. I see trees as strength, but also see them as ancestors, ancestral energy. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging that she's lazing around. Again, she's protected, but she's leaning on ancestors. So there's something about her that is lazing around, loafing, inertia, false start, no response to disinterest. Spirit said to break the deck in the middle. That's for us to kind of figure out what this energy is and what this energy is all about. Okay, it's about people, again, feeling like they're very content about her not being with who she wanted to be with or where she wants to be, or, you know, just kind of like pulling at her energy and having high expectations for her. So that kind of bothers her. It's the crazy eyes, you know, it's the infatuation, the obsessivity. Thank you, Spirit. It's a yes, success, wishes granted, mastery, and a joyous resolution. Somebody, it's energy of somebody wanting to see you down bad. That's the energy that she feels, and so it does make her feel a little frozen, a little stuck, a little hard to reach. Okay, hard to be herself. She wants people to kind of understand who she is. All right, so Reginae Carter, current energy. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so what we are seeing here is that there is an energy of culmination. There's also an energy of her trying to just kind of get back into her high spirits, right? Because it's coming off as kind of emotional, and this could very well involve some Mercury energy. So this is something that she's communicating, but this is also mental. So she's dealing with the mental issues that she's dealing with so far right now. Spirit is also acknowledging that this could very well also include a Virgo. Okay, there's some Virgo energy, very concrete, very stuck to one's thoughts, someone who is very conformed, and that's it. Like they're not going to change their opinion or be swayed. So that is the current energy for her. But she is going to have a unexpected financial windfall, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundations. There's going to be some type of riches, and this is old money. Okay. And so that's coming her way. Subconsciously, she needs to be very, very, very careful because there's some things that she needs to pay. So this money is coming in, but it's coming in so that she can pay some bills. There are some money issues. There's some bad debt due to greed and selfishness here. Stinginess, biting the hand that feeds you. Remember to stay in the energy of reciprocity, where you give and then you get. Because if all you do is have your hand out, you're breaking the law. You're breaking the cycle of reciprocity. It needs to be continuous. It needs to flow. And so Spirit is acknowledging that she's getting money, but she's not doing what they would consider a good deed with it. I guess pay your bills, but then give money to like the universe, you know, help the poor, help the hungry, that kind of energy. Okay. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is acknowledging with the Eight of Cups that she does feel emotional. This could involve a water sign. Or it could just be an emotional time for her. But in the middle of the deck, Spirit is acknowledging that there's something that makes her feel like her manifestations are blocked. And so this is heartfelt. It feels like there is a Gemini possibly who has created some constraints for her. And this energy is also in the Saturn. Like it might be in retrograde. It feels like it's in retrograde with responsibility and discipline. But there's a fear of moving on. There's some energy of stagnation, monotony, and accepting where she is right now. She's not able to move move on. So it's something that's kind of like giving her some blockages. Okay. All right. Let's ask another question. What's going on with Reginae and her career? Thank you, Spirit. So with her career, there is an energy of not working with someone. So there, the group or the thing that you were focused on that had some teamwork effort on it is no longer that. It feels like a lack of ambition, delays, disappointment, wasting time, even. And this is affecting her third eye. This is affecting her third eye, and it's also affecting her ability to have responsibility or to be action oriented, to have energy. This feels like a fire sign energy on it, and it also affects. This also has something to do with maybe a Capricorn. There's some Capricorn energy on this as well. Okay. All right. And this is because of conflict when it comes to that. She's had some conflict here, and she's had some fighting, some arguments, some opposition, some clash, some strikes, some chaos in this area of business. And in the middle of the deck, what we're not seeing is she needs to follow her intuition. She needs to think about her intuition. She needs to focus on that for sure. She needs to get grounded as well. She needs to listen to her feelings and her instincts. Again, it's all intuition based. But with the Page of Cups, this has to do with love. This has to do with love. This has to do with a water sign for sure, or it could be emotional for her. But she needs to get down to the bottom of her emotions, and she needs to get down to the bottom of why it's pulling on her heartstrings so much. Okay, it is. It's emotional when it comes to her job and her business. It feels like she wants to do the right thing. She can see herself being very in the forefront in her career, but she feels like there's some obstacles. Okay, what's going on in Reginae's love life? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Right now, it says she's focusing on budgeting. Right now, she is holding on to her possessions. She is trying to, be in control. She's almost holding on to it too tightly. Right now, she's just focused on materialism and wealth. And it already spoke about that. Like, you need to have a flow about your money. Don't just hoard it. Don't hold on to it so tightly. On the bottom of the deck, she feels like she has to do this because there is some frustration here. There is some an energy of feeling like she could lose it easily. She could lose it easily. But don't feel that way. But she does. She does. She feels like at any moment this could go away. And then and the other energy is she is trying to pull herself together in the romance department. She's learning from the past hardships, and she's acknowledging that her fears came true. Okay? All right. What's next for Reginae? Thank you, Spirit. What's next for her with the Hangman? She's going to continue to feel trapped. It's emotional. Some water sign energy on it. This is also affecting her throat chakra, so she's very cautious of what she says now. This is a time for a sacred pause and stillness. Grants perspective. She feels trapped. She feels confined. She needs to release. There is a lesson to be learned here. On the bottom of the deck, what's next for her? Subconsciously, again, very emotional. Could include a water sign, but subconsciously she is trying to move forward and accept help, healing, forgiveness, and trying to come back to the world. And in the middle of the deck, what we're not seeing is she will have a happy home. Yeah, it will come. And there will be this energy of coming together with family and coming together in spirit and teamwork and success and reunion. All of that will happen once she gets past this what it feels like emotional place and state. All right, let's continue to pull some cards on Reginae. What does Reginae need to work? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Work on. Okay. She's curious. There's something that she's looking into, and Spirit is acknowledging that there's some curiosity here. So Spirit is acknowledging that she can continue to be curious. There is a vast universe of unanswered questions awaiting, and life feels mundane. So seek out the questions arising in your mind. It makes me feel like therapy. When we listen to our curiosity, the path of wonders leads us to our deepest selves. So follow the mystery. She also needs to get into alignment and focus on her higher self, focus on achieving the goals and the energy of her higher self, which is interesting. So it feels like she could be going through a period of enlightenment. So she needs to go ahead and accept that. If you can't get quiet and go inward, you can reach them through creativity, meditation, nature, or simply relaxing with a cup of tea. Your highest self is your guide, mentor, counselor, and is always there for you in times of need or when you're shining your brightest. Spirit is also acknowledging abundance is right there, and it keeps saying that, like, money is coming, but just be receptive to the ebb and flow of, how we respond when we get abundance. Okay, it's easy to focus on what we don't have, and we can get caught up in the comparison and feeling like our life is lacking. The reality is that the world is full of abundance. Everything you could ever need exists in this moment. Abundance isn't something we need to achieve, it's something to appreciate. Have gratitude for it, because if not, it will go away. And speaking of gratitude, why is gratitude the next? Because again, it shows that she's very emotional, and if she just looks out the window, she'll see that, there's a whole sun outside and rainbow outside beyond this emotional place that she's in. So have gratitude. Being grateful allows us to view the world through the lens of abundance. Many people have so much, but they don't see this. Gratitude allows us to receive and appreciate the plenty that is already present. So Spirit keeps saying to get present, and move in gratitude and look at the world around you, and don't be so quick to acknowledge what you don't have. Be grateful for what you do have, because it can go away. Your future self will be grateful. Your future self will be happy that you did this. Imagine yourself in 5 years. Where do you want to live? What are you doing for work? How do you hope to feel? What do you want to have achieved? The future holds so many possibilities. So getting clear on what you desire will help you down the path you want to move on. It's not about knowing all these steps between here and there. It's about holding that high vision of yourself in your heart and courageously taking steps in its direction. So again, it just goes back to the fact that you're curious about your future, and that you need to focus on your highest self and how to get into that mindset, mind frame to tap in and stay tapped in. What does Reginae Carter need to hear right now? Okay, boundaries. The responsibility is yours to look out for you. I will secure my bliss by any means necessary. I will distance myself from people who have too many expectations of me. I will do the hard work to protect my energy. I will not allow people to walk in and out of my life. I will not allow people to micromanage my decisions and label me insufficient. I will not tolerate nitpicking or bullying of any sort. I will find my way out of both dramatic and hurtful relationships. I will practice saying no as often as I need to. I will take my time. I will not apologize for listening to my intuition. I will share the godly parts of myself with those who are deserving. Oh, wow. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.